Aloha Leo, welcome to your tarot reading for the week of April 6th through the 12th. We're going to go ahead and just dive right in. If you want to get your personal reading, if you want to join the Patreon, all of that is in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start with the overall vibe for the week, then we'll move into any potential challenges or obstacles, how to overcome those challenges and obstacles, and then any extra messages that universe and spirit might have for you this week, Leo. Let's go ahead and start with a love oracle. We're going to see what the overall vibe and energy is when it comes to love and emotions and just connections in your life this week. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. This really is the card of forgiving yourself for carrying anything heavy that we maybe needed to shed during that full moon on the 1st. This is also taking your lessons, putting them into practice moving forward, and just really knowing as you forgive yourself, or maybe even forgive the people around you, you start to open yourself up to the idea of connecting with people on a deeper level. I am a big believer that not everybody deserves your forgiveness, but we do all deserve to forgive ourselves. We shouldn't have to carry the weight or the frustration or the negativity or traumas from things of our past. If it's done and we don't need that anymore, we can release that, forgive ourselves, and really just start moving forward. So this is that energy this week, really being gentle with yourself, lots of self-love, lots of self-care. Let's go over to our general oracles to kind of add to this vibe of the week. We have infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. This is absolutely beautiful for you, Leos. I really hope all of you claim this one this week because this is nice. Infinite abundance really represents exactly what it sounds like. You have the opportunity this week to tap into infinite possibilities, infinite abundance. You are being supported from your spirit team, your universe, maybe your friends, your family, your community. You're being supported in really gaining the things that you truly desire. The seeds that you're planting this week are coming into fruition, and all of that is really bringing in stability, success, abundance, fulfillment, happiness, all of the above. Now I do want to go ahead and move over to our tarot cards, okay? Kind of just see what tarot has to add to all these messages. We're going to start with that overall vibe with our tarot deck. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on. But so far, really nice messages this week, Leo. Forgiving ourselves from anything of the past. Look at this world energy. You have completed some sort of cycle or chapter or journey in your life. You're being asked to release anything that does not serve you anymore, that you have accumulated or that you've experienced through this chapter, okay? Anything that was extra, we are releasing that now. And we're coming into a time where there is really infinite abundance. The world represents the ending of a chapter. It is completing something. It's completing something in a victorious way as well. So you were victorious in the ending of this chapter, at the ending of this sort of season in your life, whatever this is, whether it was a job, whether it was just an overall season in your life in general, maybe it was a relationship, maybe it was a project. Either way, the world is coming out saying, good job. You did it. You've completed it. You've come to this place this week where you've earned a moment to rest, relax, reflect on the things that you've gone through, really release anything that's no longer serving you, and understand that you're coming into a time where there's a lot of fulfillment, a lot of happiness and growth and joy and overall abundance. I feel like abundance is the key word this week for you, Leo. Let's go over to any potential obstacles or challenges this week, okay? Any potential obstacles or challenges for Leo this week. Let's go ahead and see what we have. Let's go ahead and see what's coming out. We're asking universe and spirit. Potential obstacle or challenge this week is walking away from those things that are no longer serving you. Listen, we just had the pink moon, the first full moon of the astrological new year, okay? During that moon, we were able to release things that were not serving us anymore. If you were not able to do a full moon ritual to release, to walk away, to forgive yourself, whatever that energy is of clearing out space after this chapter, whether this chapter was just during the winter season, or maybe it was a year-long chapter or a 10-year-long chapter, whatever it is. If you were not able to do a little ritual, you can still do that this week. You can absolutely still sit down, write out everything that is not serving you, write out anything that maybe you're still carrying that's weighing heavy on you, and burn it. Release it. Walk away from this. The Eight of Cups really represents walking away from something that is just never going to fully fulfill you. You can see how all these cups are stacked here, right? You, as this figure, stood there or sat there, and you filled each one of these cups through intention and time and energy and love. And even though you filled all of them, you keep stacking them and trying to rearrange them. The thing is that they will never be the 10 of Cups. It will never give you that ultimate fulfillment that you're looking for. And I think intuitively, because we have this moon here, intuitively you know that. So for those of you that are, coming up to this challenge or this obstacle this week of not being able to release something, not being able to walk away from something, just know that this is your confirmation that it is time to walk away from it. No matter how many times you try and rearrange those cups, it's never going to give you that ultimate happiness and fulfillment. Yet what you are meant to experience in this situation, you've already had it. It's come to an end. You've completed it. And you've completed it successfully. So, if this is something to do with more on an emotional level, well, you can still start a new chapter and, move forward and move on without having to completely break your heart or somebody else's. We have Temperance coming out in the reversal in the area of how to overcome the challenge or obstacle here. And I think the biggest thing here is knowing that as time goes on, Temperance is the card of silver lining. It's hindsight, okay? And so when we see these reversals, it's like we're not seeing the fact that in the near future, it will all make sense why we were called to walk away from this. We were in the future, right? Hindsight is always 20/20. In the future, after you walk away and release this, it's going to make a lot of sense because you're going to see that this chapter came to an end, that you already completed this cycle. You didn't need to stay there. You didn't need to continue to restack and refill and all of that energy with this Eight of Cups. Temperance is the alchemist in the tarot deck. She turns water into wine. She'll take a negative situation and somehow turn it into a positive or see the positive. She also has these angel wings, and the angel wings represent divine timing. And so we're seeing all this in its reversal position. Maybe right now it doesn't make sense to you on why you're being pushed into walking away from this or releasing this. But if you really take a step back and look and you're really open and honest and real with yourself, I think you'll come to that realization that you've already completed this cycle. You've already completed this chapter. You don't need to stay here any longer. And as you move away and as time goes on, it's all going to make sense. 6 months from now, you're going to be like, wow, I'm really glad I didn't stay in this space and continue to try and restack those cups because now I'm here. Or because now I met this person. Or now I'm at my new job, whatever it is, okay? Let's go ahead and get any extra messages that Universe and Spirit have for you this week. Again, April 6th through the 12th. You had 2 cards. Look at this Lover's energy. Look at this Lovers underneath the 6 of Swords. In order for you to get this ultimate happiness and fulfillment in terms of emotions, okay? Because here's the thing. Lovers does not have to just be romantic love. Obviously it can be, right? Take that if it resonates. If you're calling in romantic love, or maybe you're in a current relationship that is really at its ending point, okay, you're being asked to walk away from it. Okay, we're walking away from that, we're opening up the space, and we're going to start planting new seeds for a new relationship to come. Maybe it is romantic love for you. But for those of you that this is not romantic, right? We get emotional fulfillment from so many things in our life. We get emotional fulfillment from our friendships, from our living situations, from our passion projects, from our hobbies, from so many things in our life. And so if you're trying to call in fulfillment and happiness and love, right? And just divine energy, because again, 2 cards with divine timing wings, all right? Divine timing is definitely at work here this week, Leo. If you're not listening to divine timing, your spirit team is going to get mad at you. But if you want that and you're really ready to call this in, you have to switch up your environment here. The 6 of Swords in the upright is like we're moving from one environment into a new one. We're going from chaotic or choppy waters into calm waters. The 6 of Swords can also feel like packing up and moving in the middle of the night, starting a whole new life in the middle of the night. But it's also literally moving into a new environment. So for some of you, this very much is saying if you don't take this chance right now to have this cycle be ended, have this chapter be ended, to walk away from this stuff, even if that means you have to forgive yourself, forgive a person, take your lessons, whatever it is, all right? If you don't do that, then you're gonna potentially block yourself from the love and the fulfillment and the joy that is awaiting you on the other side, okay? Don't block your abundance, don't block your blessings because we're nervous to walk away from something that is just never going to give that ultimate fulfillment. I think that this reading is really nice for this week, Leo. I know this was a little bit of a longer one, but that Temperance being in the middle and reversal says it will all make sense in the future, okay? It will all make sense in the future. Trust divine timing this week. Know that you're in a place of abundance. Abundance is waiting for you, but you're not going to get that abundance sitting in a space that you've already completed. It's like sitting in a garden that you've already harvested. You harvest all the fruit there already, and right across the yard is another garden with a bunch of fruit. If you don't walk over to that other garden and pick all that fruit will go to waste. Don't waste the fruit in your other garden because you're sitting here waiting for this garden to grow more. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I appreciate all of you for being here. If you haven't liked this video or subscribed yet, consider giving it a like. Consider subscribing. I'm posting regularly over here for tarot readings and collectives and music and all kinds of fun stuff, so I hope that you join our Ohana. And of course, if you would like to get a personal tarot reading with me, you can always go to themagicsiren.com. All month of April 2026, we do have a promo code for 15% off any personal reading. The promo code is SPRING15, but all that information is down in the description box below. I appreciate you all very much. I'll let you get back to your day, and I will see you again next time. Aloha.